Duriel, we appreciate it. Now we're going to turn to the final segment of today's show, and it will be a brief one. The transfer portal. The transfer portal. What we're seeing as the season comes to a close is dozens and dozens of players transferring. After just 1 year in the program, some after multiple years in the program, over a dozen people at Alabama, over a dozen players at Alabama are in the portal, including some with substantial playing time this year. Zachariah Branch, star receiver for USC, in the portal. So, I'm just going to be honest with you. I think this is absolutely ridiculous. And I think the combination of the portal and NIL is absurd and is harming not only college football, but these kids. Now I'm going to go on just a very short rant. To be successful in life, you have to learn certain things. You have to learn things like how to work hard, how to overcome adversity, how to persevere when things aren't going your way, how to wait your turn for your opportunity to be successful, okay? How to be loyal to a team or an organization over the course of time, how to have maturity, okay? How to recognize that your self-interest is not only the only interest, and most importantly, that money is not the most important thing if you are not going to learn life lessons that are going to make you successful not only on the football field, but in life after football. What's happening now is these kids aren't learning those values. And these kids are not going to be successful in life as a result of it. Because what are they doing? They're looking for the quickest fix, the most money. That's why you hear all these young players, 17, 18, 19 years old, transferring because it's a business decision. What they mean is, I'm getting more money from another school, so I'm going to go there. Well, what does that say about your character? What does that say about the loyalty that you have to the institution that gave you a scholarship and NIL money in the first place? It shows that you have no loyalty. It shows that, you're upset because you didn't start or get enough playing time. It shows that you're not willing to overcome adversity. You're not willing to persevere because some other school with a lot more money is going to pay you a few $100,000 more, and you're going to run to that. Well, if you adopt that model and those values, guys, in real life, you're not going to be successful. You'll be chasing the next best thing, and eventually you're going to hit a dead end. What Nick Saban, for example, taught his players was the process. All right? That you don't focus on the outcome. You don't focus on the money. You don't focus on what draft pick you're going to be. You focus on what choices and decisions are you making every day to make yourself as successful as you can be on the football field and in life. Are you being disciplined? Are you making good choices? Okay? Are you building a sustainable future? Are you doing things that you don't want to do, but you still do anyway because you know that they're the right decisions? Are you overcoming and persevering when you have a bad day and you fail? Do you learn lessons from it, or do you sulk on the sidelines? The lessons that he taught them were life lessons that would serve these players well in life. And now, what do we see? At the slightest sign of adversity or discontent or dissatisfaction with a coach, with playing time, the first instinct is not to respond productively or constructively. It's not to fight through the adversity and overcome the obstacles. It's to look to see what school is going to give you the most money. Okay, so you go to another school that gives you a lot of money. And what if you don't start at that school? What if something goes wrong again? Are you going to go look for more money again? And what money are you getting? Let's say that a school gives you $2 million. Well, after taxes, is that really that much money that's going to last you a lifetime? That's why Nick Saban would always say, you're building value for yourself over the course of a sustainable career and in life, so that after football, you will have the values, the work ethic, and the principles to be successful. What college football is teaching these kids now is precisely the opposite. These kids are running the show. They are running the program. They are holding the coaches hostage, whereby the coaches have to sit there and kiss these players' asses and give them money just to stay on a team. That's not right. You should be there because you want to be on the team and you want to be part of that school and you are loyal to that school because that's what a team is built on. That's what team chemistry is built on. People who want to be there, who want to go through the grind, who want to bust their asses, who can rise up when things aren't going well, when they're faced with challenges. Now, it's just an easy way out. Other schools are going to come with bags and bags of money, promise you a Lamborghini, promise you playing time, and then you're going to transfer, and you're never going to learn what it really means to fight through a goddamn war and to fight when you're at your weakest and when the odds are stacked against you. And what values is college football teaching our kids by doing that? None. They're teaching them about quitting, giving up, valuing short-term gain over long-term sustainability. And these kids are going to find out when football is over and when the money's not there and they don't have that work ethic, that ability to persevere, to get through challenges, they're going to find out that it really wasn't worth it. And what are these schools doing and these boosters doing by throwing money at these kids? They don't care one thing about these kids. They don't care about teaching them anything. So now we have a situation where the players are calling the shots. And the coaches have to beg the players to stay. I think it's about time that at least one university or one coach stands up to these players and says, you know what? You want to enter the transfer portal? Go right ahead. But don't you come back here and think you're ever going to play for this university again. Get your ass out of here. It's time for some old school values. Because if you really care about people, especially young people, you're going to do things they may not like, but you know are beneficial for their future. And what's happening to college football is sad. It's unfortunate. And ultimately, it will be to the detriment of the game. And hopefully at some point, the NCAA will step in and develop much needed regulations for what is right now the wild, wild west. With that, that is the end of my rant and this show. We'll be back here next week for a live show, well, in about 9 days, for a live post-game show after the Rutgers-Kansas State game. We hope you join us then. If you like this show, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you after the game next week. Have a great night.